Alright, this video was made specifically for one person who sent me an email through here, and I really wanted to make a video about this. Basically, I'm not going to go into her situation, but pretty much this is about someone who cannot let go of a relationship. You know, when you've been in a relationship for years, and even though that person isn't necessarily treating you right, whether it be verbally abusing you, they're not doing the things that they used to do, they're physically abusing you, or whatever you're going through with that relationship. And this doesn't just affect females, I'm talking about males too. That person is not who they were when you first got with them. They've changed, and they're not changing in a positive way. You've got to learn to let go. That's the thing that I think keeps a lot of people in bad situations and bad relationships. You think that nobody else is going to want you. You think that you can't find somebody like them. It's like, even if you can't find anybody, why would you want to be in a bad situation? Why would you want to put yourself through a bunch of bull crap? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's easier said than done, and I've been there, done that, but you've got to get out ASAP. Especially if it's a domestic violence sort of situation, or a verbal abuse sort of situation, because if it's violence, you could get killed. And if it's a verbal abuse situation, your self-esteem could be so messed up that you can't even leave anymore. So leave while you can. Leave while you're still walking. Leave while you still have a little bit of pride left, you know? If somebody is trying to keep you away from your friends, your family, trying to take you away from everything that you had prior to them, that is not a good relationship. That is an abusive relationship. That person's trying to control you. And you definitely don't want to be with somebody who's trying to control your life, your every move, and your situation. To the woman that sent me that message, you have got to get the inner strength to get out of this relationship, because it's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. As you told me, you have a lot of good things going for yourself. So there's no reason for you to put yourself into a bad situation, you know? I know it's hard when you love that person or you deeply care about that person, but obviously if the person's treating you like that, they don't love you and deeply care about you enough to care about your feelings, yourself, your situation, so why should you care about theirs? And it's not even being selfish. It's about, I doubt that, I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I doubt that God would want you to be in a relationship with somebody who is pushing you down, 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 you know? Just steadily, constantly bringing you down. And let's go back to, she asked me, how do you get over somebody that you love? You honestly never stop loving somebody. You can sit here and say, I don't care about them anymore, but you just kind of push that, it's hard to describe. You kind of push that emotion out of your mind. You try to forget that you love that person, you know? Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? I don't feel like you ever stop loving somebody. You just learn to live without that person, and you learn to deal with being without them. And it's as simple as that. You have got to be strong. You have got to find the strength within yourself to do it. I have gotten to the point where I feel like it's better for me to be doing good and be by myself than to be with somebody and be doing bad, you know? Because I know a lot of people, we as humans, we want companionship. We want somebody to be there with us, especially as women. We want that company, that companionship, that strong person who can be there for us no matter what. But if they're not being that strong person, if they're not compassionate, if they're not loving, it's time to let go. And I can ramble on and on about this, but you have got to do it yourself. Nobody else can tell you what to do. One day you're going to wake up and say, I'm done. I can't deal with this anymore, and that's when it's time for you to leave. I hope that it's today, but you'll figure out when it's right for you. And yeah, that's all I can say. But once you get out of that relationship, you're going to be laughing later, and you're going to be like, why was it so hard for me to leave him? You know? when you're in the situation, you don't see it, but when you're out of the situation, it feels so much better. You're like, I'm glad that it's over, it's done with, and I'm doing me, you know? So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back with more weekly rambles. Bye, y'all.